and it is now time for the bourbon part of the show, time for our nightcap, and a very special bottle for this first episode. This is Four Roses Single Barrel. Now, I should mention right off the bat, I'm not getting paid to review these bottles. I'm just going to the store and picking these out. I want to also mention drink responsibly. Make sure that you're over 21 here. But this is a single barrel bottle, which means that instead of blending a lot of barrels together, this is made from one barrel that's been selected by one of their master distillers there. So each one of these bottle recipes could be a little bit different than, hey, another single barrel that you have from Four Roses a couple years from now. This is barrel 274N. So that's how you know who it is, which barrel it is, and then it also has the name of the master distiller on here. But Four Roses, a great bourbon here. They have the regular Four Roses, and then they have a small batch, and then they have this single barrel that I enjoy. It's at 50%, which means that the finish is, there's going to be a little bit of a burn there. I sort of like that though. So maybe if you don't like that, maybe you'll go for something that has a little bit lower alcohol level, but this is what I sort of enjoy. Just searching around online a little bit, the mash bill, 60% corn, 35% rye, 5% barley. To be bourbon legally, it has to be at least 51% corn. This bottle maybe not for just like a beginning bourbon drinker, but it's a nice bottle though. And actually the actual bottle itself is nice. The Four Roses logo is something nice, so that'll look good on the bar. So let's go ahead and crack this baby open. I'll pour the first glass here. I got a nice little rocks glass here, Broncos on it, and I enjoy it with a big ice cube. Some people might not like that, but that's how I like to drink my bourbon. So then what I do is just to, I try to get like a little bit of a nose, smells kind of fruity. Online they were saying plums and cherries, and even on the back of the bottle here, it sort of tells you what notes you can expect. It says rye spice, apricot, pear, cinnamon, toasted oak. So that's what you can expect here from this. But I usually give one sip to just sort of let my mouth sort of get used to it, and then I try another one after my mouth gets used to the alcohol a little bit. So very smooth tasting. I feel like well balanced, full of flavor. And since it's a single barrel, it's going to have some complex flavors in there. So if you really look at it, yeah, your nose, you're smelling some pear and vanilla for sure, and then tasting plums and cherries and sort of a fruity taste, but then it smooths out, and then you can really taste that 50%. Really like the color of this. Looks like a nice amber color, and yeah, obviously this is a great bourbon to try. If you've never tried Four Roses single barrel, I highly recommend it. So the other nice thing is that it is widely available. So no matter where you live in the country, you don't need like a specialty liquor store. One of the cool things about living in Denver is that there's these distilleries that keep popping up, like Stranahan's, Laws. You can get some really cool bottles here. But Four Roses, you can find this anywhere. That's something else that I'll be trying to do here. But like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, not a sommelier, not an expert here, but somebody who enjoys drinking bourbon. And hopefully you enjoyed this review. It's a Four Roses single barrel. It's 50%. And that's something that I enjoy. I think that if it's like lower than, like if it's between 40 and 45, the finish isn't, I'm not getting any of that burn that I kind of like with bourbon. And this one at 50% is nice, and it doesn't feel like, oh, it's 50%. It feels nice and smooth, and yeah, a nice single barrel bourbon here from Four Roses.